Welcome on, folks. We are live on YouTube. You know what? I'm gonna go live on TikTok today, but I gotta make sure I do this right. So bear with me. We're gonna go live on all channels, on all stations. Now the crazy thing is I may try to go live on my iPad, but I don't know if I should do that. Not today, but I'm gonna set it up soon. Let's go ahead. We're doing live on. We're gonna do some Swaptober. Here's TikTok. TikTok Live. They better not act like I'm brand new here. Let me see something. Let's see if it acts like I'm brand new. Last time I took a while to log into it. It acted like it didn't know me, and that's disrespectful. So let's see. Preparing my studio. So I gotta log in on my I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do for you guys on YouTube. Can I pause my stream? Hold on, let me see. It just says stop. I don't think I can pause it yet. Well, while it's thinking about that, I'm gonna go ahead and set up my Instagram, if that's alright. If that's alright. Downloading Live Studio again. What are you talking about? Like a patch? What? I guess it's doing a patch. Improvements, refined details for smoother use. Okay. Fair enough. That's a nice thing to do for people. Connection issue. Say what now? Yeah. It's gonna act up. Looks like TikTok is acting up. I don't know what to do about that. Except not use it. Tonight. What are we talking about, man? Just download, bro. I don't see why that would be a thing. Yeah, it's acting up. All right, TikTok, you just disqualified yourself. Wait, what's today? Is today when the new TikTok goes live? Didn't they say that was in September? No, October. Maybe it's November. I don't know. I don't be knowing. TikTok is acting up, y'all. It just got disqualified. Yeah, you just got disqualified. All right, let's go ahead and just. I'll let you rest. I'll let you rest. Was that my fault? I don't know if that was my fault. But can't win what you can't win. Here we go. Wait. Let's do a live. We want to turn on lights. Or is that distracting? Technically, hold on. Let me play off the band. If all we gonna do is go live, let's just clean off our camera lens here, and do Instagram and YouTube like usual. I'm not mad at that. All right, what else we got? Let's click in here so I can see comments if you guys have comments. All right, yeah. Let's see. We're gonna go live on what you call. Make sure that's in the center. That looks like it's in the center to me. I never do I ever go right here though? If I keep it right here, I guess it's okay. Let's try that, folks. Here we go. Is that, I don't know if that music is too loud. Let's go right here. This is connected to my phone, so that's doing what it's supposed to do. We're just gonna sketch that. Let's see. Hold on. We'll pull up this. We pull up that, and we're gonna go. Oh, you know I hate when they do that. God bless America. What up? Welcome y'all. Good evening. This is Marcus the Visual. I'm up in here drawing. You know what I do. I be drawing and stuff. We're gonna move this over here for right now. Y'all come on in, sit down somewhere. We're gonna draw tonight. Swaptober is still a thing, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but might as well go ahead and draw some stuff. I'm gonna open up a previous one so I can grab the logo, so people know that that's what's happening today. Let's see, where's my logo? Right here. We'll grab this. We'll close the Batwoman. No, I don't want to say that. And we'll put it up here somewhere. Okay. Yeah, we're drawing today. Hold on, my bad. I don't know if y'all can see this. Hold on. I guess I wasn't necessarily trying to use this as reference, but it's the vibe I want to go for in terms of the muscle tone. So let me just go ahead and copy that so I can expand this like that. And then we're gonna bring this over here like that. That's in my face, isn't it? It's in my way. What up, y'all? We're gonna go ahead and drop in the reference. This is, like I said, a lot of times with reference, it's not that I'm trying to draw it exactly, but I like to give kind of like a base of inspiration for my brain. I like the tone of the muscle for her. We're gonna do a Peacemaker. Swaptober did. Might as well do something that feels right. But what's been going on, y'all? What's happening with you? I know it's been a while. I shouldn't have left without a dope beat step 2. But I gotta go to sleep sometimes. Uh-oh. I keep saying I gotta get a new cord for this Wacom tablet. Love your art, of course. Of course, that's not a given. You can choose to not love it. But I'm glad that you do. So thank you. I appreciate it, bro. Ghost Art Comics. Appreciate it, man. Good looking out. Always happy to hear. It is not a requirement, because I just be drawing stuff I like to draw. But glad to hear it. Definitely. Most def. So, if I like this. Now, if I draw it based on the actual suit, I'm not gonna see the lady's hair at all, unless I put it coming out of the helmet. Ooh, there you go. Love to work with you someday. Hey man, email works. You can email me for commissions and such, and I will eventually respond. Email is the best way to get in touch with me if you got a project, or if you got a commission, or you need me to draw something. That's the best way to get in touch. Email information is in my what do you call that thing? In my description on my page thing. You know what I'm talking about. All right, so what I'm gonna do real quick, let's just get some on the page. Let's get some on the page. I like this pose, but I'm gonna block in something that feels like what I want. I want the gun in the shot. That's what see, and I hate this. I'm all the way over here in the middle because it's not in my way. Camera, phone is in my way. So I naturally put the canvas all the way here to the middle so y'all can't see it, and that messes everything up. All right, here we go. I'm blocking out just with shapes. I'm just kind of painting in what I feel like seeing. Right, but I want that gun somehow in the shot. So I'm gonna try to get a gun in the shot. Like this. Something like that. Right, block that in. Shoot. Now, do I want this to be the whole absolute kind of thing? I don't know. Peacemaker's crazy. Do I have a favorite Swaptober character you've drawn? I don't. I really don't. I don't think I do. After this many years, I started Swaptober in 2015, man. So after this many years of doing it, it's just all of Swaptober is just, it'll be dope if I did this. That's how they all start. It'll be cool. That, and then I'll draw that. So I don't think there's ever been one that I've really contemplated like, oh, that's gonna be my favorite image. I don't think I draw that way. Inspirationally, for character wise, I think I draw based on what I think is cool, and then I go from there. They're all. It's like, you know, having a kid, man. You don't set out to make your favorite kid. You want it. Look, you want them to be successful, but it's never like I'm gonna draw something that really is my favorite thing. People and characters are my favorite to draw, so that's how it all starts. If I'm not having a good time, then I won't draw it. I will literally stop and just shelve something and be like, yeah, I don't like it. And y'all won't see it. You will not see it. Trust me. That's something that I keep trying to tell people. Oh man, you never mess up. You never miss. I'm like, I just don't post it. Y'all just don't see it. I definitely have days where I'm like, nah, I ain't feeling it. I ain't feeling it. It's not working. And I just don't post it. Some people consider that to be me not, you know, messing up or never posting a bad piece of art. I'm like, nope, I just don't post bad art. But I've had those times too. So if I start something or I think the idea is good, but it's not coming out the way I want, I've had times it's still on my hard drive. I'm like, why didn't I finish that? Seems like I was going somewhere with that, but I don't know why I didn't finish it. I feel that I've definitely stopped drawing something. Yeah. So that's how I feel about Swaptober. Swaptober is all about me just enjoying character design and, you know, coming up with something interesting for myself. So yeah, but I don't know if I have a favorite. I'd have to look back through and be like, yeah, that one I enjoyed how that turned out, kind of a deal. But yeah, I don't really have like a favorite one. So hold on. If I need that gun to be in the shot, right? Let me move my reference here. Then the gun would have to be here, and it'd have to kind of do this number. Fist would have to be here. The pistol would have to come down somewhere in there. There's kind of a girl peacemaker in the comics. I know. I saw that in my reference, actually. I was looking up some reference. But, you know, based on the lore of how I do Swaptober, that's okay. I'm targeting the canonical guy version, and this is the alternate reality version of that guy. And in this universe, that character has always been a girl. So, you know. Yeah. So it's cool. I saw that though. I did see that. I was a part of it. So that is definitely, I'm aware of that. It's okay. It doesn't mess up Swaptober though. Swaptober can still move forward, and those people will still sound off in the comments. And I'll say, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that works. So I can't wait to see. Yeah. That's the fun part. People was tripping over the Mr. Terrific, the Mr. Terrific one. I was like, no. Mr. Terrific. There's a lady. I'm doing the lady version for Swaptober. That means in the comics she's a lady. In Swaptober, she's a guy. So yeah, it was like, well, I don't understand. She looked like a man. Wait. Swaptober is a gender swap, sir. It's okay. It's all right. Don't trip. Now this process right here, just to reiterate, if y'all just jumping in, this is just a block-in process. I'm just kind of seeing if I like what the pose that I want to set up. This is not going to be the paint. I'm not going to paint it in. I know that would be easy, but I kind of just want to sketch. But I want to make sure it's going to fit on the page. And I don't know if that's what I want. This seems a little bit too relaxed on the gun. See, and this whole process is done this way so I can quickly and easily just go ahead and do that number. If I'm not liking it, I can just erase it. No hard feelings. Keep the party going, right? But a thing that I wasn't liking is it didn't feel strong. She felt kind of relaxed with that gun point. So I need that gun point to be a little bit stronger than that, because this is my reference. This lady right here, you see how, you know, she diesel. What What's the reason you start with the blue shape? The shape is a blocking mechanism, kind of like I'm trying to block in the I'm gonna use my art words, the composition. I'm blocking in the composition. So if I don't like how it feels in this shape, in this space, this is what I'm gonna base the sketch and the drawing on. So if I'm not liking this, if it doesn't feel right, like I said, it didn't feel like her arm felt strong enough, and I want it to feel strong, so I didn't feel that in that last position of her arm. It's either that or the whatchamacallit, the gun is not pointed square enough where it's pointed at the actual thingamabob. So I think that's what's happening still. So we're gonna get rid of that as well. Yeah, it's not pointed right. I need it to point somewhere, like it's like here is the gun, right? This is the gun, this is the arm. The hand would be very, very distorted in turn. This is one of the closest things to us, right? So I gotta get that to feel like that. And that would make this arm super foreshortened. So the perspective of that's gonna be real tight, but I think that's what I'm trying to go for. I feel like that's right there. I feel like that's the right way to do it. Because I want that to be real polished and shiny. He has like a really shiny gun, really chrome plated joint. You see it? So like this. See how long this is? So that's gonna necessarily, I need a lot of room for that. So still feel like that perspective is a little bit wonky. So let me see. Even if I gave this that much room, this is definitely not enough room for this gun. This gun is huge. All right, if I made it to where this gun ends here, right? That means all of this has to be the gun up here. Like this is like really, really super high perspective, and it'll be like all the way back here. So when you got to do a little bit of art math, make it make sense. Does that feel right? I'm not mad at it. It works for the purpose of what we're doing, but it doesn't feel strong. And that's the purpose of blocking things out. That's not the energy I want. It's a little bit too lackadaisical. All right, so what we're gonna do, I got that reference. I think I have some people like pointing a gun in my references here. Hold on. I will find it. Pretty sure. So I got some people holding guns and stuff, but I think I have I think it's a guy pointing a gun. He has a gun. Somebody's pointing a gun at the camera. She's pointing a gun at the camera. I may have found it through that. And this is the purpose of reference, is to sometimes just double check to see if maybe it was through another reference image and I didn't save it, but I saved the initial. Let me go back. It could have been that one where the lady's pointing the gun. Hold on. I think it was through oh, here he is. I knew it. I couldn't see him. See that? You see that, folks? Look at that. People have been talking about Pinterest updating a feature to lessen the AI images that show up on your feed. Yeah, I heard that. I saw that. To each his own, I guess. I don't see how AI images are preventing you from being inspired by something, but to each his own. If you don't like AI images, I guess, some people don't like naked people. It is what it is. to each his own. I can't imagine how an AI image prevents you from being inspired by anything. An image is an image is an image, you know? If it's AI, somebody had to type it in, right? Somebody said, hey, do an image of so-and-so. You know, do an image of hip hop Goku. So a person put that image in to see a result. If you hire an artist to draw hip hop Goku and it shows up on Pinterest, it's the same thing. Oh, I wonder how that was made. An artist cares about that, I suppose. But does it inspire you? The end result is a hip hop Goku. So if the image looks good, and good as in, does it look like Goku in hip hop clothes? Then yeah, it did its job. Who cares if it's AI? It's really I'm getting tired of it, man. Some people are just a little bit too squishy. It's AI, so I hate it. Okay, that's your choice. I don't know how that bothers you though. Does bad art bother you just as much? If someone drew something and it came out disproportioned, do you hate disproportioned art because somebody tried to draw it well and it didn't come out right? Does that bother you? No, I love it because an artist did it. Who cares? Who gives a shit? What does the art look like? And does it inspire you to draw something different? That's all that matters. The hell are you looking at art for as inspiration if you're not about to, you know, channel that same energy to make more art? It's getting kind of ridiculous, man. And I can challenge any artist on any conversation whatsoever. Doesn't matter if a tool created it. Nobody gives a shit if, you know, somebody uses 3D animation, you know. Oh, this is fake art. A computer made this, so this is bad art. Like, shut up. It's getting ridiculous. Like, so many artists use digital tools in this day and age, and yet somehow, because it was generated from a computer software program called AI, you hate it. It's ridiculous. It's getting just absolutely dumb. So that's a nice segue into I don't care, but this is more strong. You see how you can fit the whole pistol in there? So I'm gonna take this. I already saved it. I hate how it reset. Okay, thank you. I was about to say I hate how it resets all the way to the top. Oh, it did it anyway. Good job. But I want to see. I don't know why it's not giving me other suggestions. So if I click this, right? This isn't giving me other suggestions, and I don't know why. Am I missing something? Yeah, it's not giving me more suggestions over here. That's kind of weird. Like if I click any other image, right? I'm not gonna click her. Stop it. Stop it. Hey there. The human cartoon. What up, man? If I click this, you see how it gives me other reference images based on somebody putting their hand close to the camera? You see that? I like that. That's what I want to happen with the gun, but it ain't doing that, and I don't know why. So, but I think we got what we needed. I'm gonna go ahead and go back, and I'll add this to my reference. Like if this was AI generated, it wouldn't matter because I'm using it to inform me on foreshortening and perspective of a gun being held forward. I don't say, oh man, too bad it's AI, because that would make me fucking insane. Sorry, I'm a little sensitive to this now because people are getting on my nerves with this shit. Like, just be an artist and shut the hell up. Who cares how it was made? Who cares how it was made? You don't have to like it, but are you using it for inspiration? Does it look good? And then you get into that argument of people saying, well, no, it doesn't look good because a computer created it. What if a human used the computer to create it? Does it still not look good? Because he didn't use his hand. He used the Wacom tablet. Is it bad now? Does that bother you? That kind of crap. It's getting on my nerves. People are just being squishy about it, and it's getting stupid. Anyhow, sorry. It's, you know, I as I get older, man, I'm getting more cantankerous, but it's like, yeah, man. I don't want my kids to join this group of Just ridiculous people, man. People are getting too ridiculous. And they don't know how to drive. Don't get me started on traffic. Sorry. Welcome, everybody. We're drawing today. Isn't that good? Drawing is good. Let's draw. Let's not worry about people. Let's not worry about humans. Humans are stupid. So many stupid humans. What are we going to do? I was talking to people about it. It's probably going to just descend into a little bit of civil war. I think we need it at this point, right? No? You don't think so? I think we need it a little bit. Just a little bit. A lot of dumb people out here, man. A lot of dumb people. We got to do something to kind of curb to curb the influx of stupid. It hasn't gotten any better after the pandemic. There's just been more stupid people. Hey Marcus, I got a question. What is your experience being at BlurredCon? They seem pretty strict about their guidelines, and I'm considering applying for a table and artist alley. If you go and look at any of the previous marketing material for BlurredCon, I've been doing the art for BlurredCon since 2018 when they started. They've been using my art, and I've been creating art for that show. So that is a show that I have a pretty good relationship with. I go every year. God willing, there's no alien invasion and or zombie apocalypse. So, no, I love BlurredCon, man. BlurredCon has been a fantastic show. I love the feel of the show. It's fantastic to see all of those beautiful black and brown people cosplaying and congregating. It feels like a family reunion, to see everybody come back to the same space. It's really dope. Love the show, man. It's been a great show. So, if you look at any of the art and promotional material, that's my art. So I've been going since they started, and it's been fantastic time. I enjoy it. So definitely, yeah. I don't know about strictness because I don't apply for a table because I have a deal with the actual show. I do the marketing material, so I've never had to apply for a table in that right. But yeah, they do have a very unique issue where, as the show gets more popular, they have to somehow find a place for everybody. That's coming to Artist Alley. They have multiple floors. It's inside a hotel. So until they change that, I suppose they're gonna have to still play this weird game of, can they fit everybody that's applying? And they, it's literally probably just a game of, fire marshal, what the fire police say, the fire marshal says, versus what, they can actually, say yes to. So, yes, this is Peacemaker. What up, bro? What up, man? The homie in the building. Just joined. I'm based out of Los Angeles. I have a comic-themed band. So your band, a music band, is themed around comics? Got it. Draw comic art and need a booth. What advice can you give a beginner? Oh man, always start with a local. Start locally. Find something that fits for you locally. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't got to go to the biggest shows. None of that stuff. I say get about a good 5 to 10 pieces that you love, man. Especially if you're doing marketing, right? Hopefully you're picking a show where your audience is there. If it's a comic, definitely do Comic Cons, because you'll find a large group of people that will be interested in the comic, whether you're beginning or not, right? If you're a brand new comic, if first time publishing, whatever it is, that's your market. So yeah, I say start small. Don't be afraid to get out there. You're gonna have to start somewhere, right? So by all means, man, get in front of people, be personable, make sure you talk to people at the show. For heaven's sakes, do not go to a show and put your head down in your phone and expect people to just flock to your table. It is not, if you build it, they will come. Talk to people. You're at a show, treat it like a business convention, and you'll be surprised just saying hello is like a tractor beam. Trust me, just try it. People are going to be walking by your table. They'll look you right in your face, but they're in sensory overload. And, you know, they may walk in front of you multiple times. And the third time they'll be like, oh, hey, what is this? You've seen this person walk by 3 times, right? And you'll be like, yeah, well, this is my product. And they're like, oh, I didn't see this. You know, and you saw them walk by 3 times before, but they're in sensory overload. So just saying hello, literally, is enough to actually draw them into your table. But so many people, and I'm talking, this is like professionals and non-professionals alike, they get fatigued and act like, you know, just having their table up is enough to actually draw people in. And it's not that. It's not that. That's not what you paid for. You can sell your product online any day of the week, right? But you're going in person to a physical convention center, right? And you're setting up a physical table, not so you can not talk. you're gonna need to talk to people. That's the whole purpose. It's direct marketing. So treat it like that, and I think it'll be great, man. Just to, you know, get your name out there, get to know people. And I always tell people the goal of a convention in person is to hopefully find a fan. And a lot of people, I think a lot of folks mistake what I mean by that. So I'm not talking about a fan of just your comic. No. I'm saying you want them, you're the product, not your comic. Everything you just told me about, you know, hey, my band is a comic themed, that's your sales pitch, right? But you're the actual product. Your comic is your byproduct, not the product. It seems a little weird to hear that, but trust me when I say they're gonna, you know, eventually say, you know what, I'll support you. I love your idea. I love your comic. I want to support you. And they're gonna follow you, the creator, the person that's, you know, at the table. So then from there, if you succeed in getting a fan, they're gonna follow you. You know, they're gonna ask you, hey, when's your next show? I want to see, or when's your next thing dropping? I want to support you when it drops. And they will share your content. They'll share with their family and friends. Be like, hey, I met this creator. This person was great. That's what you're looking for, you know, not a customer. You don't want to just sell your book. So remember that you're the product. Your comic is the byproduct. Anything else you create, that's a byproduct of you. So you're going to a show to market yourself and promote yourself as a creator. And that's where a lot of the actual, who is that below piece? Oh, this is my reference. This is the body tone that I was going for, muscular tone that I'm kind of channeling that. Y'all don't see my eyes, but I'm kind of going back and forth from looking at that, her figure, just to kind of get like an idea. And you know, I'm taking liberties. But I'm just blocking this out to see if I like how this feels. So that's what we're gonna do here. I think I like it better now, so we can go with that. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this transparency down, and this is what I'm gonna base my sketch on. Part of me though likes how her head she's facing, and this one is more passive. So I think let me look at Peacemaker's helmet. I'm gonna take some liberties with the helmet too, I think. But see, I can't see that. I'm sorry. This is a program I am using. It's called Paint Tool SAI. S-A-I. Paint Tool SAI. Let me see if I can turn her head a little bit so she's doing this number. Like it's this, right? So it's not she's not passive, like she's looking at the person she's pointing the gun at. Similar to this, but even that's a little bit more of this number. All right, now in order for this to work, this has to be way smaller. I gotta push her head back, And this is where your reference and your block out sometimes still needs a little bit of adjustment, but don't worry, that's why we're sketching. That's why we're sketching, folks. I kind of want to do this number, but I think the rounded helmet inward, like it's very, like if you mechanicalized a bob, like a bob hairstyle, I should say. Let me move my reference. Let me move my reference here, so I can see this helmet while I'm drawing it. All right. So, yeah, I think that's what I want. Like this is what's happening here. And I'm not gonna finish this off tonight, guys. I just wanted to get some sketching done real quick. I can finish this off. Uh-oh, where am I at? Did I draw this on the frickin', wait. Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, I see what happened. There we go. Okay, that's fine. And then we'll create one up there. Oops. Wait. This is where I'm drawing. Got a little layer mix up. Okay, here we go. All right, got it. Little layer mix up. But what I was saying is I'm not gonna finish it tonight. I just wanted to sketch tonight. I'm just gonna go live for an hour. I've been drawing a lot, but this is where your brain sometimes just needs to play a little bit so I can get loose, stay loose. Alright, I like the idea that she has a smirk. Something like that. Something like that. But we're gonna keep it sketchy. We're not gonna, it's not about trying to finish it and make it perfect. But the goal is just to get something on screen, get something on record. It's like a W. Oh, I see it. So it goes over his ears, like so. Right. And the good thing about a character design challenge is I don't have to try to make it exactly. That isn't necessarily, it doesn't have to be 100% accurate. I can make changes as I need to. So that's another fun part about this for me, is I'm not glued in. I'll definitely stay tuned into your posts, man. I'm always looking game. That's what's up. Good to always have people following. If I can help out, man, feel free, ask questions. If I got the answer, I will definitely tell you. And good luck with the shows, by all means. It's a big bag. I'm gonna have to write like some sort of comprehensive guide one day, because a lot of people are worried about getting started in that industry, and you got to jump in, man. But there's some good do's and don'ts. That way you don't feel defeated or deflated if you don't sell. Oh, I didn't sell but 20 books today or something like that. But if you make one fan, that's, to me, that's way worth it, because you'll get way more sales once you actually lock in somebody that cares about what you're doing. But yeah, any questions, man, feel free to ask. And always good to have you, man. Thank you. Good looking out. It is fun to see more folks in that space. So, man, definitely have fun and enjoy yourself, man. Enjoy meeting those people. Comic folks are passionate. It is a game. It is a definite field of interest. Let's just go with that. All right, I like her look. Let's go with that. But yeah, man. Any questions I can give y'all ask your questions. I will do my best to answer. We gotta help each other out. I know some stuff. I don't know everything. I know some stuff. I don't claim to know everything. I'll see what I can do about the table. Greatly appreciate the feedback. Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. And then pay attention to what other people are doing. Look at other people's tables. Check out their display. See if that works for you, or if you can, incorporate anything that is working or will work for your brand. Not every layout's gonna work, of course, but pay attention to good table layout. Be treat it like a business, man. It's a business. It's fun, but treat it like a business. If it works for you, if it's working for somebody else, try to see what you can incorporate. There's no intellectual copyright to a successful table layout, so be mindful about that. Always, always, always. Let's see. Now the cool thing about the metallic helmet, right, is you can get away with some cool metal stuff. Where I can kind of block in some of this stuff, but it doesn't have to be super detailed in that, right? Like that. But you play with it, you play with it and get it on in. Get it on in. And then there's like a line that goes through here, I think. Like that. I think that's like that. Play with it, you gotta play with something. Play with it. Boom. Let's see. Hold on. Like so. Does it go up? No, it would be like a Wonder Woman if it went up. So I think it just goes straight on down. Like so. Like that. And my music stopped. That's disrespectful. You know what the problem is over there? DJ, do your job. Let's save this under Swaptober. Oh no. What are we doing? Peacemaker? I don't know if it's absolute. I don't think I'm going to do absolute. We'll just do a Peacemaker. There you go. Wow. I was not at New York, actually, this year. This is my first in a good while. We've had years where we didn't actually get into Artist Alley, but we still found a way to get in there. But lately, it seems like it's some sort of hateration going on. They keep putting us in a weird spot, but not just us. It seems like a lot of other Black and brown creators keep getting kind of shifted in the same area. I'm not going to cry foul or nothing, because I don't have to. They got a lot of people that are super talented that don't get into New York Comic Con. But we've been going for like a decade, and this is kind of like a consistent thing that keeps happening. So I'm cool. I had work to do, and I got to actually focus and be here with my children. So I'm not mad. Money still got made. So that's the kind of stuff where you just gotta, keep it going. Keep the party going. Hold up. Keeping the party going by getting the DJ to do his job. Hold on. I also am the DJ. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Now where were we? Where did it stop at? I don't know. I think here. Let's go here. All right. There we go. Back to it. Both of them. I was not at Baltimore Comic Con either. Baltimore's been fine. Only thing that's kind of sad about Baltimore Comic Con is we would never, and I say we, as in Tuskegee Airs, we were working with Kids Love Comics. So there was a really cool part of Baltimore Comic Con that we loved because Baltimore Comic Con used to have a section just for families and or family friendly books, I guess you can say, family friendly comics, and they would block it off and it'd be kind of like in the center of the show floor. Really dope, really cool. Brought out a lot of families over the years, and we got to market our books to kids and families every year. I was talking about New York Comic Con, my bad. But yeah, no, I wasn't at Baltimore either. So, but yeah, New York is, I think, going through some things, and I have my suspicions, but I don't want to call anything out. I'm just, I'm not bitter or anything. It's just weird when you start looking at the details of it. So, but I don't want to, depend on a show, right, to say whether or not I was productive or I made money, or a show is definitely a nice spike. But New York is a freaking expensive city, man. And if they keep doing some weird stuff, it's okay to miss a show, man. As long as you're productive and keep the party going at home court. So no. See, that's the thing. I don't know the tea. I listen. All I know is the speculation. Look, I suspect something is going on, but I can't prove it. So I don't like to speculate without any tangible evidence, because then, the rumor mill. Marcus said, I got some suspicion, that's all. It's never happened in a decade that we've been doing it, but all of a sudden it's kind of happening recently, and I'm just like, okay, well, that either means I need to get on my job and be a little bit more what do you call that? Strategic, strategic with my approach on how I go to these shows, especially the big ones. And I got to actually stop just, approaching it the same way. You do 10 years worth of work, and I'm still kind of doing the same thing or entering in these shows the same way. And they can invite whoever they want to invite. I'm not mad about that. But this could be time. This could be the, signal that it's time to change up the strategy. Like, you need to either upgrade how you deal with these shows, or you can stay the same. And I think it's about time we need to upgrade. So there's a way to do that. I got plans, I got strategies. But yeah, that's something that I don't like to speculate and speak on speculation if I can. IG is glitchy. In what way? Is it glitching when I'm talking, or is it glitching on how I'm moving? Because that could be my nerves. I don't know. MegaCon, is that in Florida? I think is MegaCon in Florida? I feel like that's in Florida. That's Miami, right? I think that's Miami. Correct me if I'm wrong. When is MegaCon? I don't have any plans for MegaCon right now. I'm going to look. I'm in Atlanta. That's my last show, I think, for this year. That's my last big Comic-Con. Yeah, no, I don't have any plans right now. When is that? You talking about next year or this year? If it's this year, I don't have any plans for this year. Any more shows? I'm in my city until December, so I don't have any big shows or any other Comic-Cons that I got scheduled other than end of this year, man, here in Atlanta. It keeps pausing. What? Are you sure that's not your internet? Let's check your internet. Check your mode. Okay, March. I could go. I just gotta look and see. Definitely not against if they want to bring your boy out as a guest. I will always show up if somebody's buying me a ticket. That's not true. I will try to show up if somebody offer me a ticket. Let's say it that way, just in case. You said you promised. I don't wanna lie and say that I'm gonna be always, but I'll try. Guest shows are fantastic. You always want to guest invites are fantastic. So, all right, let's get the rest of this body on here. Let's see. I gotta get this collar. Let me get this collar right here, folks. Stop it. Thank you. You're coming through clear on my end. Yeah, I'm about to say, check your modem, young lady. You gotta make sure your modem is good. Restart. Look, turn it off and on. Come on back. Bring it on back. Sometimes. The internet is a fickle beast at some points. Now, the question is, oops, sorry. I be zooming in. Don't worry about it. The question here is, and I quote, is that an eagle on his head? Is that supposed to be an eagle on his forehead? I feel like that's supposed to be an eagle. See, and this is the sketch. I always clean up the sketch around the chin because I don't want to make it look like what up, Black Panther? Female eagly will be in this drawing as well. I think I would do it a disservice if I don't put eagly in there. I think eagles are one of the main creatures. I only know this because I just recently heard this in a video. Eagles are very, very hard to distinguish just by looking at them. Which one is a female or a male? I only know that because I saw it in like a reel recently. They look exactly the same. The male looks like the female, and vice versa. They're very difficult to determine just off the look. So you gotta actually like do your job and figure out what's what. I totally lied. This is not a sketch all the way. I'm cleaning up stuff. I'm actually trying to polish and put. Y'all, I lied to y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to draw. I'm up here trying to draw tonight. I didn't mean to draw tonight. I promise you. I was only supposed to be going live for an hour. And we're going to try to stick to that. It's almost time for me to get off, technically. I don't remember when I started exactly. But yeah, I wasn't supposed to be drawing all the way. You know. I done spent most time blocking it out. I like the helmet to feel all comic-like. I think that's an eagle on his helmet. I don't know. Maybe. If it is, I'll draw it in there. We'll figure out a way to get it in there. If it is. All right. Yeah. But if there's a Comic-Con, man, and y'all know that I should be there, tell them to invite me as a guest, and I will definitely make my best to get on out there. Who's your favorite? Who's your top 3 favorite artists to listen to while working? Artists? As in musicians? I'm assuming. Is that what you mean? Like, what's my favorite musical artist to listen to? We've had this conversation before. I'm pretty bad at name dropping folks, especially when I'm working. I like to not, unless I'm doing some long form comic work pages. I really don't listen to musical. Okay, thank you. I was about to say, what you talking about? Visual artists? Like you talking about to listen to them draw? No. I have a thing about that. Actually, I very, very seldomly, unless I'm doing some real long form work, if I'm listening to if I'm doing a comic, I rarely listen to random music like I'm doing right now. This is for y'all because I can't listen to copywritten music. I would be listening to, albums. I like listening to albums while I draw, versus random stuff because I can actually anticipate what kind of energy I'm putting into a piece. Sounds weird, but like I can channel this, what's happening right now, I can channel this into the art, like the pacing of this beat. Everything, like all of this is going into this drawing. Like I'm not going slow per se, because this jazzy funk pop, whatever you want to call this beat right here, is actually making me draw to this tempo. So if I'm drawing like a comic, I try to listen to albums that I know. It's weird. I know it's weird to say it, but that's what generally I'll choose. I'll literally put on, some R&B or some old school stuff because I know every song on that album. So if I want to have energy or something like that, I'll go put on some energetic album. I'll go put on some actual stuff, but I don't have like a favorite. It's weird. It's weird to say. I know that's weird. I don't have a go-to, because I usually just put on some albums from back in the day. I'm pretty all over the place in terms of musical likes too. So unless I'm feeling specifically 90s, I'll put on whatever's up, man. Kind of roulette my my albums on my Spotify list and just let it go. Let her rip. So you're saying you got that musical channeling ability? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, if I listen to some b-boy music, like some straight up hip hop b-boy stuff, oh yeah, that's all going into the art. That's like I'll draw faster because of that. The energy of the actual music literally will show up in the speed of my art, how fast I'm drawing, everything. And I enjoy it. If I'm ever somewhere, like I've done it at parties, I've done it like I'll pull out my iPad and it's music bumping the whole place. If they playing some good music, I can channel that straight into the art. Like that's a beautiful balance to me. I think it's just art inspiring art. The pacing and the melodies or whatever, you know what I mean? All that I think it's just art feeding art to me. So yeah, I love doing that. That's my favorite. That is my favorite. And such and such and such. And I am drawing really slow tonight. My bad. All right, I'm gonna try to just get some stuff on here. Let's just block in real quick. Let me stop all this hoopla. Let me get this blocked in real quick. I almost forget that he has these little comic gloves. Old school. Is this one brush you're using, or are you going back and forth between a couple? No, this is just the default pencil brush thing of being. I've tweaked it a little bit to my liking over the years, but this is just one brush that I'm using. I'm only just kind of sketching this out with this one brush. This is the only one brush that I'm using. And in Paint Tool side, they have a really great default tool, so you don't have to really do too much to make it work. It works pretty dope right out the box, I guess you can say. I like it. I think I only do that in Photoshop. Like if I'm actually trying to get a specific, look, or a specific brush, or a specific, I paint more, or I try to use texture way more in Photoshop. Here, this is just a drawing and coloring app for me. So, since I upgraded my PC, I have to actually go back and upload all of my brushes I used to have in Paint Tool side. I got some brushes that I created or downloaded. I don't know which one it was. Let me just get this blocked in here, and then I'm gonna go back and get the details of the suit. Let's see. Block in that. I think this is gonna go right here. This right here. This right here. Like that. Oh. I'm gonna block it in for you. Hold on. Just like that. Good. Like that. Boop. And this is where the blocking out underneath, that blue block out that I did earlier, that just kind of helps me to, you know, remember where everything is supposed to go. Things like that. Let's see. Looks like he has some texture to this glove, like the wrist area here. Hold on. Like that? Kind of like that. All right, all right. Like that, like that, like that. Like that, like that. Again, I can change whatever I need to change for the actual character's costume design. If I need it to work a little bit differently, you know, I can change that if I got to. That's the cool part of character design. If I need it to work any differently, I can always make that switch. Now, so far, I want it to be identifiable, but I think the helmet kind of takes care of that, like almost 100%. Like, I don't have to be like, I don't know if people are gonna recognize who this is. The helmet kind of does that for me without too much effort. So I can make a lot of deviations. I can make a boob window, but I don't want to make a boob window because of this wonderful crest on the chest there. So I think I can kind of keep that as it is. Or maybe I could, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Because there is boobage and breast, right? I can, of course, accentuate this crest a bit as it pertains to how it fits on the chest. You see? See that? That's the point. I'm showing y'all how this works. Sometimes you got to make exceptions to the design because boobs are in the way. You don't want to mess up. You don't want to mess up the crest, but you also don't want to mess up the chest. So it's kind of a thing. Now I'm gonna lose this great shape here, but that's okay. Crest is more important than cleavage right now. So, you know, don't cry. Don't mourn the loss of cleavage. Right? Cleavage is okay sometimes to be lost. Sometimes you gotta lose a little cleavage. Right? You know you was gonna have to do that, but it is what it is. All right. Boom, boom, boom. I gotta finish this season of this show. How many of y'all watching this show? Peacemaker. I got to, oh gosh, no spoilers, I suppose. I got pretty far, but I think I was only on like maybe episode 3 or 4. So I'm pretty sure they've finished a lot of what was going on, and I need to catch up. I saw a clip online, and I'm not a spoiler type, so I wasn't like shying away from, oh crap, I didn't mean to see that. But I know they've gotten past a certain point that I stopped, and I saw a little clip from it. I'm like, oh snap, it's going down. I gotta catch up to it because it was kind of crazy what was going on in the show. If it's finished, y'all let me know if it's finished. If anybody's watching it, Peacemaker show. I need to catch up. I need to catch up on it. So I think I'm gonna do her abs with color because I kind of want to make her, you know. Remember, we're using her as reference, but at the most part, kind of want to make that feel like she's a little diesel, like she got some diesel. You know, she work out. That's what I'm saying. So I kind of want to add her abs in there, but I'll do most of it with color, I think. Let's see. Its belt is a buckle down the middle, kind of like that. All right. Boom, boom. Bam. Alright, we'll take that. Take that. Is there, I think it's just a blue band. Oh, that's just a blue band. Okay, got it. We'll do this. Like that. Call that there. Alright, we're blocking out the rest. It looks like he has some sort of pouch or section of something in his pants, on the side of his pants there. We'll do it like a cargo pant. How about that? Like this. Ain't nothing wrong. I do love a cargo pant. That's kind of my favorite pants designs. Because I love pockets. Pockets are essential for me. Because I like to hoard too much crap in my pocket. So do I got my pencil? Do I got my wallet? Do I got my keys? Do I got my, whatever I can fit in my pockets, I try to fit it in there. So I think cargo pants is my favorite. It's my favorite. It's what I like. You see how that's good muscleage there? I like that. Like that. Boom. Like so. Wait. Like that. Like that. Wait. Like that. Like that. Like that. Wait, like that. Boom. See? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. It looks like he has some sort of thing like this, but does it go all the way up? It looks like it does. It looks like it does. So we'll accentuate that and make it go like this. And it looks like they come to a center point like this. Maybe and maybe not. But it looks like he has like these little tiles, these little bars that go up. So we'll continue that here. Because I like that. Something like that. We can't see what you're drawing. You know what? You're supposed to feel it. Can't see it. You gotta feel me. Alright? Sorry, that's my fault. That just means you're paying attention. I was testing you. Good job. You passed. Ow, my neck. Hold on. Alright, good. Now you can see what I'm drawing. I kind of wanna. Something about this makes me say there should be a full bar that goes across, like this. But I want to go like this instead. Part of me says that's what I want to do. No, listen. Thank you for the visual check. Suppose me going live, it is important that you see what I'm drawing, at least at first. But then you're supposed to feel what I'm drawing. All right, you're supposed to be able to feel it without seeing it. It's not my rules. Okay, it's just I think that's what happens. After a while, you're supposed to be like, you know what? I can close my eyes and I can tell what Marcus is drawing right now. Okay, let's try that next time, and it should be fine. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, just give it a shot. If it doesn't work, just means you're not yet a Super Saiyan, and you got a ways to go. All right, everybody has to grow. All right, but don't take it too hard if it doesn't work on the first try. This means you need to go live a lot more, or watch me draw a lot more. Either one. All right, that looks good. Ow. My neck and my back. See, this is good hip hop right here, and I appreciate this while I draw. Nope, I'm not done with you, sir. I need to run that back. Go. Wait, where was I? Right here? I mean, one more time on this one. This was kicking. I need that. Let's do that one more time. So, cool thing is that if this was a Peacemaker lady, then the cool thing. Hold on. How did that work? Oh, right here. Let's close off this belt a little bit. Oop. That works. Alright, y'all. Not supposed to be going live for 2 hours here, folks. As we clearly stated at the beginning of this. Maybe I didn't, but I should have. I was supposed to be going live for an hour. And here we are in the heart of it, and I'm sure I'm past that. But it's not my fault if I start to like what I'm drawing. Clearly, it's your fault. Clearly. Sometimes I always have to come back to my reference on a good fist, you know? Always good to get a good fist in there, you know? Make sure that fits right. I'll reduce the size of her in just a second. Hold on. Hold on. Now, do I want some hair? Is the question. That's a good question. That's a good question, folks. Especially if it's like a little, jet black kind of a deal going on. Let me see what happens. I like the shape. I do. I like the shape language. It blocks in her face a lot better for her to have hair. Y'all tell me what you think. I like the hair. It was like she was just floating out there, and it's not like we don't know who that is still. I like the hair. I like it. All right, thank you for the vote. No one voted, but I like it. Be stupid. All right. Wait. There you go. Okay then. Ouch. Alright, this is not going to be the same long gun, clearly. And I hate drawing guns because there's straight lines. And I don't like straight lines. Everybody knows this. But we're going to block it in for now. And I'm not going to worry about the details. This is a pistol. It's like a standard Beretta, kind of a back to it. But I'm going to just block it in for now for the sake of saying I drew a gun in her hand. Alright? Nobody judge me on that. We're going to get to that later. Alright, so for this, we'll block in the under part. You feel me? Just like that. And we'll keep the party going, because we don't want to slow that down. And then get on in here. There's a trigger somewhere in there. Don't worry about that later. Alright. Consider the gun blocked in. We'll close it off so we can add some color to it in a minute. Alright. I like the hair too. It's a good thing I voted by myself. Yeah, I gotta be quicker on that vote button. Okay. I asked you if you like the hair, you gotta hit like right away, because I'm moving fast. We gotta get this in. Alright, we're on a timer. Clearly, I am beyond my time. I should have ended this. Alright? But I'm having a good time. Right? We're talking about things. We're doing things. We're drawing things. Got through my frustrations. So now we're just having a good time. Okay? Look, I got through my frustrations by getting out my frustrations. Everything's fine now. Alright, I can block that in, that works out. Let's give her a red shirt real quick, because I think that's a nice place to stop in a minute. At least I will have her red shirt. You know? And then I can finish it. It's pretty much done, y'all. I'll be honest. This is the rest is all details, you know. It's like ain't nothing wrong with some details. We'll give her a red shirt like that, and I'll give a nice dark burgundy color for the painting. We'll paint that on a layer above. Give her a little bit of tone. What time is it? 10. All right, y'all. Like I said, y'all know what's happening, okay? You see what's going down. You see what I'm gonna be doing. I'll finish this and I will post this tomorrow. I thank you guys for joining me. I'm supposed to be working tonight. I got some other commissions I gotta do. If you guys have questions or comments, or you want to throw money at my face, please do it through my Cash App. The Cash App is Marcus the Visual. All one word, like the comment, like the thing. You see the thing? You see my name on the thing? Just put a $sign in front of it and send it on Cash App. I take all of that and I pay bills because I'm a dad. And they keep charging me rent, for God's sakes. When is that gonna stop? Somebody, anybody, tell me. It's getting annoying, all right? Rent every time. Dude, I've been paying. I know y'all got my money last month. Y'all need more of my money? Where's the loyalty program, bro? There's no reward for paying on time for 6+ months or a year. Come on. What's this world coming to? You know what I mean? Seriously. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me and listening to my rants. Okay, no offense to anybody. I have strong feelings about stupid stuff and how people are getting these days, and we have a weird president, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. All right, so thank you guys. Oh, I didn't mean to zoom in that far. Thank you guys for joining me. If you guys have, if you've had a good time, please join me again soon in the future. You will see me on this platform. Do you know when? No. Do I know when? Maybe. But I don't want to tell you right now because that's cheating. Let's not cheat. All right. You gotta wait for that information like everybody else. Don't spoil it. You know? No spoilers. I'll give her some khakis before we go. How about that? And then we'll call it a night. Yeah, we'll call it that. Let's close off this. We'll block that in. She's pretty much done, guys. It's like the drawing part. The rest is gonna be me painting all of this crap. And you know how that goes. You've seen that before. You know who I am. Unless you don't, in which case, welcome. My name's Marcus. I draw stuff. You know? I try to make it entertaining as I can. If you guys want to ask questions, please don't feel shy. I know I get a lot of people going in and out. They see me draw, they get scared. I get it. It's scary. Oh my God, what if he sees me like looking at him draw? And then they run for their lives. And I'm like, it's okay. I went live for the reason of being seen while drawing. That's kind of the goal. You don't have to run. I'm not gonna shame you, you know. I may call you out if you got a question, you know, but clearly, you know, you don't have to run away. Don't be afraid. We're all here to do what we're here to do, all right? So I want you guys to feel comfortable, ask questions, sit down somewhere, pull up a seat, and enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. This is free content unless you want to pay me for doing it. And I'm not going to stop you from doing that. Why would I stop you from doing that? Come on now. Let's all be supportive. Give your boy a tip so I can pay more bills. Huh? For my rent problem. I got a rent problem. They keep charging me. Lord, I'm waiting on reparations to just be passed. If they could just realize all of the money that would just supercharge the system. Nobody's gonna save that money. Reparations money is gonna go right back into the system. It's gonna be fantastic. Everyone wins. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Anyway, that's so stupid. All right, here we go. We got a blue collar on top of a red collar right here. Here. here, 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 and here. But yeah, I'll finish this one tomorrow. I'll post it. You guys will see it. You guys got to see it come together from scratch. I'm gonna take some of these videos off my timeline so they don't clutter up everything, you know. Thank you for that compliment in the comments there. I appreciate that. I try my best to stand out and not be a follower of the pack, you know, so it's a really nice compliment. Thank you. You know, it's a great way to say it, I guess. And I encourage everybody to be a little bit weird, okay? Don't be a follower, guys. Cool is in your head, all right? And you should definitely always try to stand out and be yourself. And if yourself is different from everybody else, you've done a good job. Because who the hell else needs the same as everybody else? It's boring. It's also lame. It means you're a follower. Followers aren't as cool, right? You do what everybody else does. Boo, you suck. Anyway, I think we're pretty much there. I said we were just supposed to add a little bit of red, and here I am adding the blue. Hold on. This is so you guys can say I showed you stuff. Oop, wait, something's still open. Where's it at? I'm on the right layer? I'm on the right layer. What's open? Here? Yeah, that was open. Okay. If you have any of those line openings, it'll just bleed out into the rest of the page. And that's not what we want. All right, here we go. Blue, 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 and blue in here. We'll get that later. No, we won't. All right, y'all. So y'all have a wonderful night. Please get rest and look forward to something else. I got another idea for tomorrow. This whole pouch looks blue in the picture, so let me color that blue as well. I feel like I need to do some additions to her clothes to make it really stand out from the guy design. Because right now we just have, she just has, you know, a chest, and that's different, clearly. But I want to actually add some stuff, and she has hair. That's important, right? That's different. All right, here we go. Add a little blue to here, add a little blue over here, soften it up a little bit. Like that, like that, like that. Yeah, if you're not being weird, guys, you're doing it wrong. Life is too short to be, you know, still trying to follow and do what everybody else does just because that's easy. Come on now. Come on now. You want to be original. Be yourselves. You don't want to make it to the end and all you can say about you on your tombstone was same as everybody else. That's not cool. Right? So, be weird, be special, be yourselves. All right. We have done it. I feel like I have done something tonight. I got to make sure this is done right. But yeah, we're going to save that right there, folks. And let me zoom in so I can get a good shot. Oh, that's a little far. Let's get her in the shot right there. You want skin too? Oh my gosh. You guys are making me out to be a liar. I said I was just going to do a little bit. Go live for an hour. Got me on here lying and everything. I'm just coloring this whole thing. How about that? Let's just color in the whole eyeball thing. There we go. This, yep, that blocks out pretty good. Bam. Block this in, and that should be it, folks. That's it. Done. Not really, but you know what I mean. For now. We're done for now. Okay. That's way too bright. Hold on. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to use that. like this. Like that. Like that. Like that. Boom. Boom. And boom. Right. Let's get this out of the way here. And then we'll just kind of block this in for later, I guess. Sometimes I like to leave myself notes when I have to stop, because then when I open it, I'll be like, what the hell? Why didn't I finish this? Why is this over here? It's like walking into somebody else's, organizational project. Like, why the hell is this stuck on the door? Oh, that meant that those clothes need to be folded, but they also need to be in alphabetical order, color-wise. And you're looking at them like, what the hell? What are you talking about? Well, it made sense when I was putting it together. It don't make sense even now. So just let it go. Stop it. Okay. Thank you guys. I'm sorry. I get carried away. I like art. Jeez, what do you want me to do? Sometimes it be like this. Like, you're trying to step away from your art and then you start liking it and you're like, oh, that looks good. What if I added a little bit more? So I'm gonna stop, but you know what I'm saying? It's not my fault. I'm an artist inside. All right, love y'all. Y'all have a good time. Thank you for joining me and all that good stuff. I'm saving it and closing it, for goodness sake. We are there. Let me zoom in. Hold on. Let me get a good shot. This is for the thumbnail. Hold on. Right here. Right there. You see what it is. You want to make her helmet gray? Oh my gosh. You guys are the worst. Here. Jeez. Can't finish anything with you guys. God. I heard the dude yelling in the back, color the helmet. So here I am coloring the helmet. Goodness gracious. You guys are, wow. Really? Wow. Hope you're happy. Look at that. Of course her collar is gonna be red. What is wrong with y'all? Oh my gosh. Yes, the collar's red. Look. Boom. I don't know what you was worried about. All right, let's zoom in and get that shot one more time. One more time. There we go. And now we're done for now. And I'll finish it and post it tomorrow. Thank y'all. Deuces.